Prince George and Princess Charlotte visit museum close to William's heart with Kate. Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, has treated Prince George and Princess Charlotte to a trip to the Imperial War Museum in London. The Duchess is determined to give her children as normal an upbringing as possible, and they are said to have visited the attraction very much as members of the public. 7-year-old Prince George, who is third in line to the throne, is understood to have looked on in awe at the impressive displays of military hardware. Buckingham Palace has declined to comment on the latest trip. But a source told Mail Online, Kate took him and Charlotte there, very much as members of the public. The Imperial War Museum teaches and commemorates the history of the British Armed Forces from World War I to the present day and is close to the hearts of former servicemen Prince William and Prince Harry. George has already shown an interest in military history, and during a video call with veterans at a care home in East Sussex back in May, Kate revealed her eldest son had just started to learn about the World War II. She told the veterans George and Charlotte had also been learning the lyrics to Dame Vera Lynn's song We'll Meet Again ahead of the 75th anniversary of V-Day. Their visit to the Imperial War Museum in Kennington, South London, followed a similar day out at the Natural History Museum. The children are currently enjoying the half-term break at their country home Anmer Hall in Norfolk. And apart from museum visits, the young royals have been helping the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and bake cupcakes for the Royal British Legion's (RBL) annual Poppy Appeal. William, Kate and their young helpers rustled up the sweet treats which were delivered over the weekend to the RBL's care home in Norfolk. The cupcakes were covered with frosting decorated with tiny red poppies. William and Kate took part in the RBL's 11-11 Challenge, where supporters are encouraged to fundraise by taking on a variety of activities from baking 11 cupcakes to knitting 11 poppies for friends. And apart from museum visits, the young royals have been helping the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and bake cupcakes for the Royal British Legion's (RBL) annual Poppy Appeal. William, Kate and their young helpers rustled up the sweet treats which were delivered over the weekend to the RBL's care home in Norfolk. The cupcakes were covered with frosting decorated with tiny red poppies. William and Kate took part in the RBL's 11-11 Challenge, where supporters are encouraged to fundraise by taking on a variety of activities from baking 11 cupcakes to knitting 11 poppies for friends. They were given a baking masterclass by Mary Berry and Nadia Hussain when they appeared on the Veteran Cooks Christmas special last year. And during the lockdown, the Cambridges and their children made pasta meals and delivered them to elderly residents living on the Queen's Sandringham estate in Norfolk. The RBL's annual Poppy Appeal runs until Armistice Day on November 11 and donations are used to provide lifelong support for serving and ex-serving members of the British Armed Forces, their families and dependents through hardships, injuries and bereavements. Claire Rowcliffe, the RBL's Director of Fundraising, said, "We are incredibly grateful to Their Royal Highnesses the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and their family for their support for the Poppy Appeal. Every poppy makes a difference to the lives of our armed forces community, and this year that support is more vital than ever as the COVID-19 pandemic has left some people in the armed forces community in dire need of our help. Whilst people may have to do something different to support the Poppy Appeal this year, every poppy counts, so we're asking people to support us in any way they can."